keep that for later. So this semester it is analog and digital electronics. The code is, what is the code? ESCS 301. ठीक है? Now I'll give a very brief overview about this. Did you all have basic electronic circuits or something related to basic electronics in your first sem?
Yes,
Transistor,
yes, we had
diodes.
one.
You all had?
Yes, ma'am.
Basic
Basic
electrical we
electrical
had.
engineering.
Electrical we had.
You had basic? No. I'm talking about basic electronics
No,
where
ma'am.
you
No, ma'am.
have,
No, ma'am.
where
No,
you have
no, no.
No,
resistors, you have
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
transistors.
Not
No, ma'am.
specifically.
No, ma'am.
All right. So analog and digital electronics, since this subject is there in your computer science and engineering course, so we will not go into the depth of how a resistor or a transistor is working or about the diodes. We will do what? We will try and apply those components in our circuits. We are going to use transistor and resistors, but we are not going to go to the working of transistor and resistors. Instead, we will apply the functionalities of those components in our circuits. All right. Now coming to the important thing, everyone is familiar with the different gates, and or XOR, NOR, NOT.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I do not have to recall about the truth table and everything, and I, even if it is required, then hopefully it will be covered in lab. So let's start with the Boolean laws. Now, what are these Boolean laws? Suppose I have a logical expression. Suppose I have a logical expression which looks like this. This is my logical expression. Now, in this logical expression, how many gates am I using? This is A complement. And suppose I have an input A and my output is Y. If I give 0, I get 1 as the output. If I give input as 1, I get output as 0. So here, which gate will we use?
Not.
Not gate. So I am trying to calculate in this particular expression how many gates am I using. There is A complement. So, huh?
3 gates. And or and not.
No, more than 3 gates we are using.
7
First,
gates.
we are using a NOT gate over here. We are finding A complement with the help of a NOT gate. Then A complement and B, we are merging together with the help of the AND gate. There are 3 gates we are using, true, but the total number of gates, how many are there? Here again AND gate, here again AND gate, and overall there is a OR gate over here and OR gate over here. So total how many gates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This expression is using 6 gates. First there's a complement, then there's an AND. That is 1 gate, 2 gate. This is entire thing is an AND. Third gate. Again AND. 4. Then you're ORing these two. Plus means OR, right? Everyone knows plus means
Yes, ma'am.
OR. So this is 5th and this is 6th. Now the entire aim of using Boolean laws in an expression is to minimize the expression. Our entire aim of using laws in any logical expression is to minimize the expression. Not just minimize. After minimizing an expression, suppose after minimizing I got the output as, suppose this is I applied a number of laws and rules on this expression and my final output I got is this. Let's say this is F bar. Now, the Boolean laws, they have to follow a certain protocol that even after an expression is minimized, the minimized expression should have the same functionality as the original expression. So whatever work or whatever function my original logical expression was performing, after minimizing, the expression which I'm getting, that should also perform the same functionality, the same work as the original expression. Am I making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, if they are not performing the same functionality, then why would I go through following so many laws? The entire time I'm following a certain set of rules, a certain set of protocol to ensure that the basic core functionality of my logical expression is not disturbed. The basic core functionality should be maintained even if my expression is minimized. Now you may ask, why am I minimizing? Now let's assume I have minimized. Here, how many number of gates I'm using? Not, and or. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here, how many gates was I using?
6,
Here, how many gates am I using?
4,
4. So is it not helpful? Each gate, when you purchase one logical gate, it incurs a certain amount of cost. So the moment you go for minimizing an expression, less number of hardware will be used, cost incurred will be less, efficiency of your entire circuit will increase, speed will increase. How will speed increase? Whenever this is a very unfortunate thing that actually this lab is meant to be done physically. Had this lab been done physically, you would have held each of the transistors and resistors in your hand. Nonetheless, each transistor, like for example, if I'm talking about the AND gate is it looks like this. It's like a transistor and there are 14 legs to it. Okay, each gate, they all have this certain delay. Whenever you use any gate in the circuit, the total time, which is the total efficiency of the circuit, depends on the number of gates that you're using. The lesser number of gates you use in a circuit, higher is the efficiency of your program. So when I'm minimizing, my cost is decreasing, hardware usage is decreasing, the efficiency of the circuit is increasing, the time consumed is becoming less, and the speed of my program is also increasing. Am I making sense?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Anyone already understand it now? All right. So now Boolean laws is not everything very good. Everything is not very good about Boolean laws. The biggest drawback of Boolean laws is that it can only be used on a limited number of variables. So if I have 1, 2 or 3 variables, only then I can use Boolean laws. Suppose the number of variables escalates to 4, 5 or 6, in that scenario, I will use some other technique to minimize my function. Have you heard about K-maps, Carnot maps?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Where did you hear about Carnot maps?
Ma'am, in class 12 it was there.
Boolean algebra in class 11 and 12.
Yes.
You don't remember what all you had learned in 11 and 12?
Only remember the name.
That was at the last.
I will ask couple of questions from C. Let's see if you remember.
मैम सिर्फ terms याद है.
So what? I will ask terms only. I will not go into details. I will ask 2-3 questions from C. C was just last semester. 11-12 was years ago. Anyways, good only you all recall. So when the number of variables exceed, just hold on. When the number of variables exceed more than 3, then in that scenario we will use K-maps. This much is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now my board is spoken. Just let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, another drawback is what? Another drawback is, suppose, now this drawback which I'm going to tell is a very common drawback and it will be faced by everyone. See, suppose this is my expression. Okay, now I have given this expression to the entire class. You are a class of 60 students and I've told everyone that I want to minimize the expression. Now, to minimize an expression, you need to follow a certain set of rules or laws. Everyone has those. Let's assume I have already taught the rules and laws and I have given as a homework or given as a classwork, whatever, that using the rules and laws minimize the expression. Now you are a class of 60 students. Let's assume Antara has started to minimize. She went from here, here, here. She got one value, she got something over here and then she stopped. Why did she stop? Because after getting the expression over here, she could not fathom whether it can be minimized further. But this is not the actual minimize. The actual minimize function is here. This is the actual minimize function. Now Antara could not, she did not know any more rules or laws, or she could not understand whether it could be minimized, so she stopped over here. Someone else, say Deblina, she went till here and she stopped. And Ahona stopped in the actual place. Now, analog and digital which I am teaching you all, it is just for it's being done. You are not trying to create something. As in, you are not working for an organization which does the job of creating something. Right now, this is in a syllabus, so you are doing. But in reality, those people who are actually working on digital circuits or actually working on the combinational circuits, this kind of ambiguity cannot arise. Where 4 to 5 people in a team, different members of the team are stopping in different positions of the program. Or it can also happen, minimization does not follow just one protocol. There are different approaches which can be used to minimize. So, what is the another drawback? Boolean algebra, another drawback is that it results in ambiguity. One person may get this as the answer. Another person may get this as the answer. Another person may follow a completely different approach, which he or she knows. That will get a different answer. So 60 people in a class, 60 different answers. Or 30 different answers. It results in ambiguity. Because none of the answers are incorrect. Even if Antara had stopped here, this was not incorrect. This was correct, but she did not minimize further. So that is why Boolean algebra, one drawback was it uses a limited number of variables, and second drawback is it results in ambiguity, where different people ultimately end up getting different answers. And this answer which I get, this is not the end. Those who are actually working in digital electronics, they map this logical expression into a diagram. That diagram is then reflected in whatever gadgets or whatever we use. Nowadays, what you're using, your phone, your laptop, your refrigerator, your TV, they all are integrated circuits. What is an integrated circuit? Anyone? What is an integrated circuit? No one? Integrated circuit? Integrated circuit is something which is composed of a number of microchips or components. This which I showed, this is a microchip AND gate. So when you bring all these components together along with a semiconductor material or some kind of silicon material, you together form a particular circuit, which is these circuits are then being implemented in your day-to-day smart electronic devices which you're using. So in such a scenario, if people start using Boolean laws, then my phone, the call button will perform the call function. In someone else's phone, the call button will perform some other function. There will not be any unanimity. in the entire functional set of rules and laws. So Boolean algebra has this very big drawback. People do not know whether is this the end, whether can we move further, or even if someone has stopped over here, is this really the end? Can this be mapped into a combinational circuit? Is this the actual minimized function? Am I making sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, you have understood what is the ambiguity over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So even if it is so ambiguous and there's the biggest drawback, but Boolean algebra is there in a syllabus, so we will proceed with this. Now let's come to the different laws in your Boolean algebra. The first law, the first rule is your complement, which is very simple because we know that 0 complement gives 1 and 1 complement gives 0. So if I have A, my opposite will be A complement, and if I have A complement, it means
A.
Again, A.
A. Very simple, nothing much to explain over here. Does anyone need explanation in this part?
No, ma'am.
Good. Next rule is my AND gate rule. This is important. Now see, AND gate I have. I'm drawing the truth table first. Let me rub this. This is complement was pretty easy. So I'm sure everyone has understood. Complement, everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming to AND gate. Acha, you all had any other classes except from digital electronics? Any other classes you all had?
Yes, ma'am. Today we had the first class for economics, and yesterday we had economics and DSA and other ones.
Data structure and algorithms.
And computer organization.
So data structure and algorithms. Okay, let's discuss this at the end of the class when the recording is switched off. Okay, now AND AB and Y. This is my two set of input. This is my output. So 0 0 gives 0 0 gives
0.
0.
0 1
Zero.
1 0
0.
0.
Zero.
and 1 1.
1.
All right, this everyone knows. Don't type, Baba. My back is facing you all. I will not be able to turn and see. It's okay. I'm sure everyone knows this. Now, suppose I have A and A. Then what will be my output? Let's assume my A is 0. Okay.
0.
0.
I'm assuming. So 0 dot 0 gives 0. And if my A is 1, so 1 dot 1 gives 1.
1.
So whatever my A is, A dot A, that will be the answer.
Yes.
Right? Now if it is A dot 0, if A is 0, 0 dot gives it, 0 dot 0
That will
gives,
be zero.
0.
0.
1 dot 0 gives.
0.
Zero.
If it is A dot 1, if it is A 0,
Then that
0
will be
is
zero.
0.
Zero.
and if A is 1, then 1 into 1 is
1.
1.
One.
so that means my output will be whatever A is. If A is
Depending
0,
on
output is 0. If A is 1, output is 1. This is the first one. If A dot A is A, next is A dot 0 is 0. A dot 1 is A. Sorry again for my code is not very stable. Third is your A dot A complement. If I have If A is 0, A complement is
0, 1.
That will be 0.
Yes.
which is 0.
Yes. Yes.
And if A is 1,
Zero.
0.
so that means A dot A complement is
Always 0.
always 0. These 4 things you have to keep in mind. A dot A is A dot 0 gives 0, A dot 1 gives A and A complement gives a 0. Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's do the same thing for OR. So if I have OR, for OR what will be 0 0 gives 0, 0 1 gives
1.
1.
1 0 gives
1.
1 1 gives
1.
So A dot A will be, sorry, no more dot. A plus A.
That will be A.
Just hold on. A plus A will give A how?
If it
0
is
plus
0,
1. 0 plus 1 1. 1 plus 0 1.
It will be 0 plus 1. Both are A, so both will have the same value, no?
Exactly. A plus 0
Will be A.
A plus 0 will again be A. Except Antara, can anyone else please answer? If I have A plus 0. If A is 0, 0 plus 0 will be 0. If A is 1, 1 plus 0 will be 1. So whatever my A is, that I am getting as the output. So A plus 0 will be A.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
This A plus 1, extremely important. Very, 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 very important.
This will be 1.
1.
Ma'am, 1.
0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 1. So what that is? So A plus 1. If there is a variable plus 1, always remember the answer is 1. Right now you are all happily saying, ma'am, 1, 1, 1. The moment I give you to solve an expression, you will be blank over here. Always keep this in mind. A plus 1, any variable plus 1 is always 1. 1, 2, 3. Then we have A plus A complement.
1.
This will also be 1.
1. Obviously 1.
1.
Yes.
Everyone
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. 1.
Ma'am, 1.
understood? This was your OR. Third rule. First one was complement. Second one was AND. Third is OR. Crystal clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt? I'll move ahead. I hope all of you are noting it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, don't just listen to me, note it down. Now the fourth rule is your distributive law. Distributive law is your, suppose it is A and B plus C. Everyone knows this, I think. It will be A and B plus A and C. Alright, another distributive law is A plus B and C. Again the same thing. It will be A plus B, A plus C. This law, this second one, I cannot tell how important this is. Just like A plus 1 is equal to 1 was important, very important. Very, 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 very important. This one. Now, I give one application of this. Suppose I have A plus A complement B. Okay. Suppose I have this. It is something like this. What happens over here? It will be A plus A
A plus A comp
A plus B. A plus A complement is what?
1.
1.
1. 1 into A plus B is A
A
plus
plus
B. So if this too you know, A plus B into C will give A plus B into A plus C. This you know. In scenarios, if you get something like this, A plus A complement B, if you have a logical expression which has this particular term, or something which has B plus B complement C, eliminate the B complement and the answer minimized form will be B plus C. You will write whenever you are asked to minimize an expression, each step make sure you write what law you are using to minimize. So suppose in a logical expression you have B plus B complement C, you have to how will you minimize it? Just you will write using distributive law, B plus B complement C will automatically be minimized to B plus C. You will automatically B complement gets eradicated. A plus A complement B, what did I get as the final minimized output? A plus B. This A complement was eliminated. This application is very important. This application is very, very, very important. That if you have something like this, A plus A complement B, provided the whatever variable you're using over here, that variable complement needs to be present here. It will not work if it is B plus A complement C. That will not work. The variable you're using here, that complement needs to be here. This is an app. I broke this down using this law. I broke A plus A complement B into this using the distributive law. And then I got the minimized function as this. So in exams, when you're getting such a if there's such an term in an expression, you need not show these two steps. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
In the
ma'am.
exam, if you have a long expression, in the middle of those, if an expression has 7 to 8 such terms, out of which you're seeing this two terms can be broken down into this form using distributive law. So just go from here to here. No need to show these two steps. Just write using distributive law and go from here to here. This is a very important application of distributive law. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
What was C plus 1?
That will be 1.
1.
Good. That and this, keep in mind. Okay, I'll move ahead. Okay, one more thing. Same
Ma'am, could you
distributive.
repeat?
Come again.
Ma'am, could you repeat this one like C plus 1?
I just told beforehand, C plus 1 is equal to 1. That was a OR rule. Remember? A plus 1 is 1. If A is 0 plus 1, the output is 1. And if A is 1 plus 1, the output is 1.
Yeah, okay, ma'am, got it.
I was just trying to reminisce that. Just going to go back and recall that. This was, I said, B plus B complement C. Then what will be the output? If it is B plus B complement C?
B plus C.
B plus
If it is B complement plus BC, then
B complement plus
E complements.
thank you. Don't think अच्छा मैम तो had said कि complement तो इस पे रहना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है. ये दोनों वेरिएबल शुड बी सेम. वन ऑफ देम शुड बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट. या तो एंड के साथ ये वाला कॉम्प्लीमेंट हो सकता है या तो ये इंडिविजुअल वेरिएबल कॉम्प्लीमेंट हो सकता है. बोथ द सिनेरियोस डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ यूज करके हम लोग का ये वाला आएगा. कुछ भी सीन में हम लोग इसको एलिमिनेट करेंगे. अगर B कॉम्प्लीमेंट BC है तो ये होगा B प्लस B कॉम्प्लीमेंट C होगा तो भी ये निकलेगा, इसका होगा B प्लस C। समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Coming to your commutative law. Distributive law, again, everyone has noted this down. Very important, okay? Please note this down. Don't just listen to my classes. You have to also write down the notes which I am telling you all. Can I rub this?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fifth is your commutative law. Commutative law is very easy. It's very, very easy. If this is A plus B, B plus A holds. If it is A into B, B into A. This is your commutative law. Explain करना है क्या?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Sure, everyone. It's nothing. Which is just trying to say that in a particular expression, we can interchange the variables if they follow the commutative law. A plus B can also be equal to B plus A, or A into B can also be equal to B into A. Sixth is your associative law. It says it almost the same as commutative. That if it is A into B into C, this can be A into B into C. I'm sure you all must have done this in your 11, 12, no?
Yes, ma'am.
In set theory or something, this must have been done.
Yes, ma'am.
Associative law, everyone is familiar?
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt over here, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Lucky, you want to ask something?
No, ma'am. It was just a mistake.
You might have dozed off, no, in front of your laptop, तो गलती से वो बटन दब गया होगा. नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, you dozed off. Anyways, A into B into C is A into B into C. This is your associative law. Last one is the De Morgan law, which again I'm thinking you all are familiar. De Morgan's law is basically a complement law. How is it a complement law? It is used only if you have the complement function. So this is your seventh law. A plus B whole complement will be A complement. I'm breaking the brackets open. A complement. The plus will also be complement, become and B complement. And if I have A into B whole complement, it will be A complement plus B complement. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now priority. That means in a logical expression, which one will you evaluate first? Which one next? Which one third? So the priority goes something like this. Not has the highest priority. So in the expression, somewhere if you have not, something like this. You have to work on this portion first. Then you go to AND. Remember the AND laws, the 4 AND laws, A into A into 0, A into 1, A into A complement. Something like that is there. You have to work on that first. And at the end comes your OR. This is the priority which you need to follow, which you need to look out for in any particular logical expression and accordingly work from there. Everyone understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All the 7 laws? Only
Yes, ma'am.
Antara and Evelina and Ohona, Ishita, they are responding. You want me to again call out your name by name? Niladri, Nirjhor, Oyun Roy, Avik,
ma'am.
then Yanko, then Anubhav. क्या हुआ?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Yes, ma'am.
मैम
समझ में
रिप्लाई
आया
किए
क्या बताए?
हाँ हाँ मैम मैं रिप्लाई किया हुआ
अनीश, अंतुरीप, इतना अच्छा तुम लोग को मार्क्स मिला है, बट अभी आके लगे सब एकदम डल हो गए. देवेश, हर्ष, where is everyone? Kathika, Kaushik तो was so responsive. मोइत्रो कहाँ, मतलब where did you all go? कोई response नहीं, समझ में आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है.
Yes, ma'am.
क्या yes ma'am? क्या समझ में आया?
मैम पता है ये तो समझ में आया.
Ma'am, understood.
निर्जर का है?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
एक एग्जाम्पल सॉल्व करते हैं. लेट्स ट्राई एंड यूज द लॉज इन वन पर्टिकुलर एक्सप्रेशन. लेट्स सी कैसा होता है. ओके, या टेल मी कैसे प्रोसीड करें. What will be my next step?
मैम ए सी डस्ट को कॉमन लेके कर सकते हैं, फिर बी डस्ट रह जाएगा वहाँ पर.
इसको कॉमन लेंगे.
ए सी डस्ट मतलब वो बी ए सी डस्ट प्लस बी ए सी डस्ट बी डस्ट ए सी, वहाँ से ए सी डस्ट कॉमन ले सकते हैं.
मैम सो वो
ए सी डैश कॉमन लेंगे तो बी प्लस
हाँ,
बी
हाँ.
कॉम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे.
हाँ हाँ,
हाँ तो वो 1 हो जाएगा.
तो 1 हो जाएगा, तो ए सी डस्ट रह जाएगा.
ए सी डैश कॉम्प्लीमेंट लेते हैं तो मेरा होगा बी प्लस बी
बी
कॉम्प्लीमेंट
कॉम्प्लीमेंट
प्लस
प्लस
बी सी
बी सी
कॉम्प्लीमेंट.
कॉम्प्लीमेंट
ए सी बी प्लस बी कॉम्प्लीमेंट क्या है?
1.
1.
मैम 1 हो जाएगा.
1.
1 into 1 plus बी सी कॉम्प्लीमेंट. सो ए सी कॉम्प्लीमेंट प्लस बी सी कॉम्प्लीमेंट.
मैम यहाँ से सी डस्ट कॉमन ले लेंगे.
तो सी कॉम्प्लीमेंट ए प्लस बी.
वेरी इजी. इज इट नॉट?
यस मैम.
यस मैम
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ये तो इजी डी है, इसलिए इजी हुआ. अब टफ देंगे. एक और लो, तुम लोग खुद से करना है. Not very tough, but yeah. Do this. AB plus AB complement C plus AB complement C complement. आंसर बोलो क्या होगा?
A.
है? Who said A?
I.
How did you get A?
Oh, wait, ma'am.
Ma'am, A only.
Yes, ma'am. A.
A, by
First
taking
we'll take
AB
AB complement as common, then C
Yes,
plus
C
C
plus
dash
C
will be 1.
First you will take
AB complement as common.
AB plus AB complement as common.
यस मैम, ये कमी.
That will be 1. C plus
C
C.
complement plus C. AB plus AB complement. After
Then
मैम यहाँ
that,
से ए कॉमन लेंगे तो
A
बी
common
प्लस बी.
लेंगे तो फिर A होगा.
very nice. एक और last one for the day. A plus B plus C. There's an and. A plus B complement plus C and A plus B plus C complement. Shall I give a hint? Huh? Assume let A plus B be equal to X. So this becomes X plus C.
Have to take A plus C as X.
No, X plus C. This becomes X plus C complement and this remains as A plus B complement plus C. So X plus C and X plus C complement is what? Use distributive law. What does it become? It becomes X plus C into C complement. Distributive law, A plus B into C is A plus B into A plus C.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, let me again write this over here.
It will be 0.
I have taken A plus B as X. So this is X plus C complement and A plus B complement plus C is as it is. X plus C and X plus C complement using distributive law becomes X plus C into C complement. I'm adding it here. X plus C into C complement and this is your A plus B complement plus C. C into C complement becomes what?
0.
What is C complement? 0. So X plus 0, A plus B complement plus C. X plus 0 will be?
X.
X plus 0 is X.
Yes, ma'am.
X is what? A plus B? A plus B complement plus C. Again use distributive law. Which law? C, A is common over here. Think of it like A plus B into A plus C. It gives A. This is suppose A plus B and A plus C. What will give? A into B plus C. So take A outside. What will it give? A plus B into
B into B complement plus C.
plus C. Using distributive law.
Yes, ma'am.
Is everyone getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? That is why I was emphasizing so much on the distributive law. See how and where it comes into use. Everyone got this A plus B into B complement plus C? After this, break it open. A plus BB complement plus BC. What is BB complement?
0.
Ma'am, 0.
0, ma'am.
A plus 0 plus BC. What is A plus 0? A plus 0 plus BC will be simply A plus BC. That is it. Understood? So earlier the two examples which I gave, you will not get that sort of very easy examples. You get something like this. So that is why I said distributive law and the application of distributive law which I said, they are very important. Did everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so can we end today's class?
Can you please explain the last part?
Yeah, which one? Tell me. This one?
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
See, what was your distributive law?
A into B plus
Plus
C
B
equal to
into A plus C will be A plus B into C. right? So here, assume this is a plus b and a plus c. Assume this is your c part. So what will be the value? A plus b into c. So a plus, assume this is the c. Assume this is, fine, assume it is d. You might get confused. So a plus b, a plus d will be what? A plus bd. Nirjhal, are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Suppose I have a plus b, a plus d. It will be a plus bd.
Yeah.
So I took out the a over here, and b into d. What is d? D is b complement c. So b into b complement c.
करो जल्दी देर हो गई ना वो क्राउड पूरा जाना है आर्मी वाले इंतजार कर रहे हैं मेरा स्कूल नहीं ऐसे नहीं मेरे दे दे मामा ओ मामा अब हाथ अब मुझे भरने दे
Hello.
No, Oyun, please continue. Nirjhal, did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And then b into d, and then I broke it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So can we end today's class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Let me just take the attendance. Which Oyun was that who was happily listening to doing Facebook when I was teaching? Oyun Roy or Oyun Paul?
Not me, ma'am.
Then obviously the other one. Today's date is 15th. Abhijit Pal,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek Singh,
Present, ma'am.
Aditya Singh,
Present, ma'am.
Ahona Basu,
Present, ma'am.
Amal Singh, Ananya Roy. She's present. Anirban,
Present, ma'am.
Anish Bose,
Yes, ma'am.
Ankun Ghosh,
Yes ma'am
Ankurit,
Yes, ma'am.
Antara,
Present, ma'am.
Anubhav,
Present, ma'am.
Anurag,
Present, ma'am.
Anushka,
Yes, ma'am.
Apratim,
Present, ma'am.
Arijit, absent, Aritro,
Present, ma'am.
Orkujit, Orkujit, Arnab,
Present, ma'am.
Arpit,
Present, ma'am.
Ashish,
Yes, ma'am.
Avik Chaudhary,
Yes, ma'am.
Avik Malik.
Present, ma'am.
Ayun, Asha, which Ayun was it? Ayun Paul?
Ma'am, I am not.
You were not. So I'm guessing Ayun Roy. Is he here or did he leave the class?
Don't know, ma'am.
He's left? Ayun Roy, are you here?
Ma'am, he left class.
Yeah. Ayush Mandal?
Present, ma'am.
Roshaki?
Present, ma'am.
Devadrita?
Present, ma'am.
Devanjana?
Present, ma'am.
Devorgo? Devorgo is absent. Devdeep? Devdita?
Present, ma'am.
Devrina?
Present, ma'am.
Devesh?
Present, ma'am.
Dipanvita?
Present, ma'am.
Harsh Kumar? Harsh Raj?
Yes, ma'am.
Harshita?
Present, ma'am.
Rishabh?
Yes, ma'am.
Ritik?
Present, ma'am.
Ikshita?
Present, ma'am.
Rishika? Jaiswal?
Present, ma'am.
Rishika Pine?
Present, ma'am.
Present,
ma'am. Ishita, you are Ishita?
Present, ma'am.
Who answered present ma'am in place of Ishita? Who answered? Ishi?
Her mic is not working. She has written in the chat box.
Alright. Kanchan?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Athika?
Present, ma'am.
Kaushik Paul? Kaustav Sarkar?
Present, ma'am.
Kaushik Das?
Yes, ma'am.
Krishnendu?
Present, ma'am.
Kumar?
Present, ma'am.
Raki?
Yes, ma'am.
Moitro?
Yes, ma'am.
Mehtab?
Present, ma'am.
Manjistha?
Present, ma'am.
Manjeet? Manjeet Paul? Momita?
Present, ma'am.
Priganko?
Present, ma'am.
Nainika? Neha?
Present, ma'am.
Niladri?
I'm present, ma'am.
Niljal?
Present, ma'am.
Or keep sleeping or what when I take attendance? Or you'll sleep the entire class? Yes. Fine, I think that's it for today. I hope everyone
Ma'am.
has understood what all, yeah.
Ma'am, you were going to say something about data structures lab?
Oh, 1 second.